Did you know that small everyday actions could be hurting your dog without you even realizing it? Dogs are not just loyal companions. They have emotional intelligence equivalent to a 2-year-old child. This means they can feel joy, sadness, anxiety, and even a sense of betrayal. Unfortunately, many pet owners unknowingly create stress for their dogs, sometimes even leading to resentment, without realizing the impact of their actions. In this video, we'll reveal 13 common mistakes that many owners make daily, along with simple ways to keep your dog happy and deeply bonded with you. And most importantly, stay tuned until the end, because mistake number 7 is one that many people are making without even knowing it. 13. Yelling at your dog, making them fearful and lose. Trust. How does your yelling sound in your dog's ears? To them, it's not a lesson. It's a threatening growl that makes them cower or feel the need to defend themselves. Dogs don't understand the words you say. They only pick up on your tone and emotions. When you yell, they don't learn from it. They only learn fear. Over time, this can cause them to lose trust in you. Some dogs become overly sensitive to loud noises, easily startled, or even develop defensive aggression. A 2019 study from the University of Porto found that dogs that are frequently yelled at have higher cortisol levels, leading to prolonged stress and negative behavioral changes. Instead of shouting, use a calm but firm voice. If your dog makes a mistake, redirect their behavior immediately instead of reacting emotionally. And when they do something right, reward them. This helps them understand what is actually expected of them. 12. Overusing punishment, making your dog anxious and distrustful. Do you scold or punish your dog every time they make a mistake? If punishment happens more often than praise, your dog will only learn fear, not proper behavior. Dogs don't understand right and wrong the way humans do. When punished too often, they don't comprehend why. It only makes them anxious and cautious around you. Some dogs become withdrawn and avoid interaction, while others may act stubborn because they feel like there's no way to please you. A 2019 study from the University of Pennsylvania found that dogs that experience frequent punishment have higher cortisol levels, leading to chronic stress and making them harder to train in the long run. A simpler and more effective approach is to focus on rewarding good behavior. When your dog does something right, reinforce it with a kind word, a gentle pet, or a treat. This helps them understand what makes their owner happy, rather than just being afraid of making mistakes. 11. Pushing your dog away. Making them feel rejected. Dogs express affection by leaning on you, rubbing their head against your leg, or placing their paw on your hand. But if you constantly push them away, they may start feeling unwelcome. If a dog experiences repeated emotional rejection, they will gradually withdraw, seek less interaction, and even lose interest in bonding with humans. A 2020 study from the University of Tokyo found that petting a dog lowers their heart rate and provides a sense of security, so repeatedly pushing them away can cause emotional distress. If you need personal space, don't push them away abruptly. Instead, use a gentle phrase like, "Wait a moment," and when your dog backs off, reward them with a light pet afterward. This way, they learn boundaries without feeling abandoned. 10. Ignoring signs of anxiety. Making your dog feel unsafe. Have you ever noticed your dog tucking their tail, whining or trembling when encountering strangers or hearing thunder? If you ignore these signals, they may feel like they've lost their greatest source of comfort, you. Dogs can't calm themselves down the way humans do. If left alone in fear, they may become timid, lose confidence, or develop excessive anxiety. A 2018 study from the University of Helsinki found that dogs that are ignored when feeling anxious are more likely to experience chronic stress, which can lead to destructive behaviors or social withdrawal. When you see your dog panicking, give them reassurance that you're there. A simple phrase like, "It's okay, I'm here," or even just placing your hand gently on them can be enough to help them feel safe again. 9. Forcing interaction. Making your dog stressed and lose trust. Not every moment is the right moment for petting or play. If your dog avoids eye contact, yawns repeatedly, or walks away, it's their way of saying, "I need space." When dogs are forced into social interaction, they may feel overwhelmed, and some may develop defensive behaviors like growling or snapping to protect their personal space. A 2017 study from the University of Utrecht found that dogs forced into interactions show increased heart rates, a clear indicator of stress and discomfort. Respect your dog's space. If they don't want to engage, let them come back to you when they're ready. This way, your bond will be based on trust rather than force. 8. Leaving your dog alone for too long. Making them lonely and depressed. Dogs need more than just food and water. They need social interaction and emotional bonding. If left alone for too long with nothing to do, they can develop deep boredom or separation anxiety. Some dogs react by barking excessively or destroying furniture, while others may become lethargic and lose interest in activities. A 2021 study from the University of Bristol found that dogs left alone for more than 6 hours a day have a higher risk of depression, similar to how humans feel when isolated. The solution is simple. Before leaving, spend some time playing with your dog. Leave engaging toys or play soft background music to keep them company. Even small gestures can make a big difference in keeping their spirits high throughout the day. 7. Not spending enough playtime with your dog, leading to boredom and destructive behavior. Have you ever come home to find your favorite shoes chewed up or received complaints from neighbors about your dog barking all day? It's not because they're being naughty. It's their way of releasing pent-up energy. Dogs have a natural need for physical activity and mental stimulation. A 2016 study from the University of Lincoln found that dogs who don't get at least 15 minutes of playtime per day have higher stress levels and are more likely to develop destructive behaviors. Make it a habit to spend 15 to 20 minutes each day playing with your dog, whether it's fetch, tug of war, or a simple walk. This short amount of time will not only make your dog happier and healthier, but also strengthen the bond between you and your furry friend. 6. Ignoring your dog. When you get home, making them feel hurt and disappointed. For you, coming home may be just another part of your daily routine. But for your dog, it's the most anticipated moment of the day. If they run up to greet you with excitement, but you just walk past without acknowledging them, they may gradually lose their enthusiasm and happiness. Dogs don't understand why they are being ignored. They only feel the cold distance from the person they love the most. A 2015 study from the University of Bristol found that dogs release oxytocin, the happiness hormone, when they reunite with their owner. However, if they are frequently ignored, their oxytocin levels drop, making them feel less motivated to bond with humans. Over time, this can lead to less friendly behavior, emotional distance, or even separation anxiety. A simple few seconds of greeting when you arrive home can make a world of difference. A gentle head pat or a simple "I'm home" is enough to make your dog feel loved and reassured. 5. Taking away your dog's food. Suddenly, making them anxious and overprotective of their meals. Have you ever taken food from your dog's mouth just to tease them? It may seem like harmless fun, but for dogs, food is a valuable resource, and suddenly having it taken away can make them develop protective behaviors over their meals. A dog's survival instinct makes them naturally defensive of their food. If their meals are frequently taken away, they may start to growl, guard their food, or even hide it. A 2018 study from the University of California found that dogs that experience food-related interruptions are more likely to develop resource-guarding behaviors, as they feel insecure while eating. Instead of snatching food away, train them using commands like "leave it" or "drop it" in a calm, firm voice. Reward them when they obey by giving them another treat. This method helps dogs feel secure and trust you around their food, eliminating the fear of having it taken away. 4. Laughing at your dog's fears, making them anxious and lose trust. Have you ever laughed at your dog when they trembled at the sound of fireworks, the vacuum cleaner, or a thunderstorm? To you, it may seem like a cute moment, but for your dog, it's a real fear. Dogs don't understand jokes. They only know that when they are scared, they turn to you for safety. If you laugh instead of comforting them, they may feel abandoned, wondering why their trusted human isn't offering support. A 2020 study from the University of Helsinki found that dogs who are mocked when scared experience prolonged anxiety and are more likely to develop defensive behaviors or avoid human interaction. Change your response the next time your dog is frightened. Instead of laughing, speak in a calm tone, place your hand gently on them, and reassure them with, "It's okay, I'm here." If the fear is severe, you can gradually desensitize them to the noise by playing it at a low volume and increasing it slowly over time. This helps your dog gain confidence rather than fearing every loud noise. 3. Patting your dog on the head, making them uncomfortable instead of loved. Do you often pat your dog on the head to show affection? Surprisingly, not all dogs enjoy it. For some dogs, a hand approaching from above feels like a threatening gesture. If you suddenly pat their head, they might flinch, pull away, or look uncomfortable. A 2017 study from the University of British Columbia found that many dogs experience stress when touched on the head, as it is a highly sensitive area for them. Instead of patting their head, try stroking their chest or shoulders. These areas are more comfortable for most dogs. Pay attention to their body language. If they lean into you or wag their tail, they're enjoying it. Adapting to their preferences ensures that your affectionate gestures are truly welcomed and appreciated. 2. Inconsistent routines, making your dog anxious and confused. Do you often change your dog's feeding time, walking schedule, or training methods? Inconsistency like this can make dogs feel lost and anxious. Dogs thrive on routine. It helps them feel safe and secure. If one day you feed them in the morning and the next in the evening, or if you sometimes scold them for a behavior but other times allow it, they won't understand what's expected of them. A 2016 study from the University of Lincoln found that dogs with inconsistent schedules experience higher stress levels, lack confidence, and are harder to train. To help your dog feel at ease, stick to a stable schedule for feeding, walking, training, and rest. When they know what to expect, they feel less anxious and learn much faster. 1. Not praising your dog for good behavior, making them lose motivation to learn. Can you remember the last time you praised your dog for doing something right? If you only react when they misbehave, but ignore their good behavior, they may lose motivation to behave well. Dogs learn through positive reinforcement. If they don't receive praise for good behavior, they might try to get attention through bad behavior, like barking, jumping up on people, or chewing furniture. A 2016 study from the University of Sussex found that praise activates the reward center in a dog's brain, encouraging them to learn commands faster and build a stronger bond with their owner. The solution is simple. Praise them immediately when they do something right. A quick, "Good job," swing a gentle head rub, or a small treat reinforces the behavior you want. This makes learning faster, easier, and more enjoyable for your dog. Have you made any of these mistakes? Don't worry. The important thing is that now you know what to do differently to help your dog feel safer, happier, and more loved every day. Dogs don't need us to be perfect. They just need us to understand them, love them, and treat them with kindness. The small changes you make today can create a big impact on their well-being. So, which of these mistakes have you made before? Share your experience in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another helpful video on how to care for your dog better. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.